the record with D-Ray and Randy. D-Ray, I know you got to have something on your mind because you stopped by, man. What's really going on with you?
It's got worse, bro.
Who you talking about, man? I mean, who we
Well,
who we?
the Keyshawn Davis people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Go for it.
the brother that he had in the fight, Kelvin, got beat, and then him and the other brother went into the locker room, and from reports, cause I ain't seen no video, put the beats on him. But I did see that Bud and him had took a picture afterwards. So I'm sure the champ was like, letting that be the message that he don't condone none of that nonsense.
Yeah,
But
I think.
I just want to say real quick, bro. But bro, Bob need better security, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to and that's the thing, right? First off, the dude's supposed to headline the card in his hometown. He done got praise from the mayor, AI and Vic out there supporting him. The community is selling out the building, and then he missing weight by 4 big pounds. So people want some of their money back because it ain't what they had been promised. And then he in the crowd eating popcorn, probably weighing at the welterweight weight. And then when he watched his brother get beat, him and the other brother go into the ring, into the locker room, and they saying that they was headbutting him, and but I'm just saying, bro, that's where that line of security and protection need to be established. Of like in your little corner, your little locker room, you might be able to wild out, bro, but you just can't wild out all over the city, even if this is your hometown, bro. So that's the thing I'm wondering. I think it's such a bad look that they probably won't, get a fight there for a minute. But go ahead, bro, and thank you for letting me put all that on the record.
You got to get it off the chest. You got to get it off the chest and put it on the record. But you said a couple of key things there that I want to elaborate on before I go into what I had to say about it. You said Bud took a picture with him after all the mayhem was over with. Man, that's a big up to Bud, man. That shows that Bud is a gentleman and a grown man. You feel what I'm saying? He's not entertaining all this childish foolishness because he understands that's not how grown folk handle business. You feel what I'm saying? Grown folk handle business like grown folk handle business. Thugs handle business how thugs handle business. And you either gonna be one or the other. You gonna be grown or you gonna be a thug. You know what I'm saying? You can't take it at a convenience. And you were saying though about security, Bob need to get better security. I think this is gonna end up being
Artlist.io.
It's gonna end up changing boxing just a little bit. When I say that, I mean it's gonna change it because you used to be free to walk in locker rooms and dressing rooms and things of that nature. Even get in the ring to call a fight out. But with antics going on like this, it doesn't look good for us as black people, and it doesn't look good for the sport of boxing because for the sport of boxing now, not just situation now, you're not going to be able to call people out. I think in the near future you ain't gonna get in the ring because they are scared you might want to attack them. So it just shines a bad light on a lot of situations. This situation with Keyshawn Davis, man, it's so messed up on so many levels. First of all, it's messed up on the level that he's worked so hard to get the city behind him. First, he worked hard to get Bob behind him. Bob. I don't really know too many over there right now that carrying top rank like Keyshawn right now. So he got Bob behind him. Now he done let Bob down with these crazy situations what he got going on. Then he let the city down because the city got behind him. When the city get behind you, man, you got a big thing going. You know what I mean? Now you done did all this promotional, like you said, AI out there. Vic out there. Everybody celebrating him. They big up in him, and now he does this kind of crazy stuff. Yes, I do understand that children gonna be children, but as I said, you can't be a child at your convenience. You can't be a child when you want to be a child when it fits you, and then when you want to show out, you want to be grown. Reimagined. And as I say from time to time, I do throw the Bible in it because I live by that. But as the Bible say, when I was a child, I did childish things. When I became an adult, I put away those childish things. So with much is given, much is required. You got bigger responsibility now because you got more at stake and more involved. And when I say that, I mean you got a child now. And not to say that just because you got a child make you grown, but you got a child now. So that could get ugly on another level. You got your child in harm's way. So now the boxing association has nothing to do with it. Now the state, I know if he was in certain states, they would pick that up and say, we charge you with child endangerment. So it sometimes those kind of things backfire on you. Sometimes you don't even recover from those type of things. D-Ray, look at Adrian Broner, how he fell off the cliff, and when he was falling, he knew he was falling, or he might not have knew he was falling. Now he done fell off the cliff. A guy that was so promising is probably now somewhere doing God knows what. I hope this don't start a chain reaction for Keyshawn. But Keyshawn,
hey, hold up. Well, let me say this real quick because you made me think of something, right? For every Adrian Broner, we got a Ryan Garcia. You know, we got a Teofimo Lopez. We got a Rolly Romero. We got a Keyshawn Davis. We got a Tank Davis, you know? So, hey, man, I'm just saying, bro, that some of them, you know, to a certain extent, it might lend credibility to them, you know? People might be interested in paying attention to what they got going on. And guess what? They might start following them more, you know? Watch the social medias increase, you know? But go ahead, bro. I apologize. I just want to say, yes, we looking at Adrian Broner because we are really watching it from a chess perspective. You know what I'm saying? We trying to make sure the king survives the game, you know? And they looking at it more like checkers, where it's just one power move. They gonna jump somebody and think that they gonna get to be king, bro. Go ahead, though, man. I apologize, man. But I love that, though, man. Let's go.
But then now we got a situation at hand. Since you say that, now we got a situation at hand. Artlist.io. It used to be an old saying is any publicity is good publicity. But now you in a day and age where how much is too much? If we reward this behavior here, when do we draw the line? Music licensing reimagined. Now they went in there and put the beats on my guy. I'm just saying my guy. I don't rock with him like that, but I'm just saying they put the beats on a guy that beat his brother up.
I know you got him picked.
If they put if that give them more shine in the spotlight, what the next man come along and do to get shine? Shoot the place up. Feel what I'm saying? So I can't really back or reward that kind of behavior, because where do you draw the line? See what I'm saying? Where does it end? So I think he should be dealt with on the level that he's conducting himself, meaning that I'm not a street dude. I'll be 54 years old this year, and you're up in age with me. I don't pretend to be a street dude. I don't handle my situation like street dudes. So put in a situation like that, now we finna deal with legal actions. We finna go to court, because now we got an assault and battery charge. You know, but you got some people who say,
Music licensing.
Let's get it in the ring. Let's sell this in the ring. Nah, this wasn't started in the ring. This is assault and battery. We get paid to fight in the ring. We didn't get paid.
Hey, hold on. On the opposite side, I just want to say real quick, some people gonna call it snitching. What you gonna say then?
I don't believe in, as I said earlier, I'm not a street dude, so that don't apply to me. I don't believe in snitching when it's yours. If me and you ride down the road and you got a bag of whatever, illegal, whatever, and the police stop us and he say, who this belong to? I'm not a street dude. So you either gonna claim it or I'm gonna tell him it's yours. Because I'm not a street dude. I'm not going to prison for you and you know it's yours. That's, to me, that's not keeping it. You will holler, not you personally, but people will holler, Randy not keeping it real. No, D-Ray not keeping it real because D-Ray knew it was his. So why he want Randy to take the fall for it? So I think it should be handled legally. You know, this is a whole nother subject and I ain't gonna touch, I'm gonna just touch on it, but keep going. I wouldn't have took that lawsuit off of Ryan if I was Devin. See, people want to have it both ways. They want to talk about Devin ain't about their life. They want to talk about Devin ain't built like Tank. Devin ain't this and Devin ain't that. Devin was a homeschool kid. Now, when Devin handled business like a homeschool kid, now you want him to act like Tank and treat and act like a thug that you say he wasn't. So you can't have it both ways. You feel what I'm saying? Now, Keyshawn wants to be a thug. And it's crazy how these kids want to be something that they're not. Rappers want to be gangbangers. You know what I mean? Like, these people get all this money and get out the hood and they impressed by people in the hood and they act like the people in the hood. Keyshawn want to get high. You can't get high. Your job don't allow you to get high. I can't smoke marijuana because I have CDLs. They can make marijuana legal in all states. But the federal government say Randy can't have none. If I catch it in his system, I'm going to suspend him for 1 year. If I catch it in his system again, his CDL is gone for good. See what I'm saying? So if your job don't allow you to do that and you want to do that, you need to change professions. I know some guys that quit driving trucks because they wanted to smoke weed. Keyshawn know he can't have that. He done got dealt with before with that. But he still tries to do it. He want to be a gangster so bad. But then you done fought all your life not to have to deal with the gangster consequences. There we go again with these YouTubers. They talk like they gangsters. Handle it. You ain't built like that. You want to talk that talk, but you don't want to go through what these guys go through on a daily basis to live that life. You want to be praised for that, and you want to look good doing that. You want to throw your gang signs up. You want to do all this other foolishness. But when it's time to ride and do a drive-by or get shot at, you don't want to be about that life. So, like I said, we're dealing with a legal matter. Keyshawn should be suspended. And he should be dealt with on the level that he need to be dealt with on.